needed a system. I needed to find my mapmaker, and I needed to do it methodically. So I created what I called my Mapmaker Matrix. I turned my whiteboard at home into a suspect board. I wrote down every male employee in the building who could possibly have access to my desk. I categorized them by department, proximity to my workspace, and likelihood of knowing my coffee preferences. There were 23 names on the list. 23 potential suspects. 23 men who could be secretly sending me romantic notes and maps. I started with the art department because the handwriting was artistic. There were 7 names. I gave them all code names based on their characteristics. There was Scruffy Beard, the graphic designer who always wore flannel. There was Glasses Guy, the illustrator who pushed his spectacles up his nose every 5 seconds. There was Tall and Silent, the animator who never spoke to anyone. There was Smiley, the cheerful guy who always waved at me in the hallway. There was Curly Hair, the messy one who always had paint on his hands. There was the hipster, the one with the man bun and vintage camera. And there was the new guy, who had only started working there a month ago. I analyzed them all. I watched them from my desk. I tracked their movements. I documented their coffee habits. Maya caught me spying and laughed so hard she nearly choked on her sandwich. She said, "Elara, this is insane. You're treating romance like a forensic investigation." I told her romance was unpredictable and therefore dangerous. Forensic investigation was logical and therefore safe. She told me I was missing the entire point. The point wasn't to solve a mystery. The point was to enjoy the journey. I ignored her. I had a system. And my system told me the most likely suspect was Smiley. Smiley always seemed too cheerful. He was always in the hallway when I walked by. He always had a kind word for everyone. Felt suspicious. Nobody is that happy naturally. He had to be hiding something. I decided to confront him. I waited until he was alone in the break room and marched in with my evidence. I said, "I know it's you." He looked confused. He asked what I was talking about. I told him I knew about the notes and the maps and the coffee. He laughed and said he had no idea what I was talking about. I showed him the note. He read it and shook his head. He said, "Elara, I appreciate the compliment, but I can barely draw a stick figure. There's no way I drew this map. Plus, I'm allergic to coffee. I don't even go near the break room. Remember that time I passed out? It was a whole thing." He was right. I remembered. It was a whole thing. I apologized and slunk back to my desk, humiliated. Maya was waiting for me, shaking her head. She said, "You just accused the sweetest man in the office of being your secret admirer. He's going to tell everyone. You're going to be the office crazy lady." She was right about that too. I crossed Smiley off my list. But I still had 22 names to go. This was going to take a while. But here's the thing. As I sat there going through my list, I realized I didn't actually want to catch my mapmaker. Not really. Because if I caught him, the game would be over. And I was starting to enjoy the game. That was a terrifying realization. I was enjoying unpredictability. I was enjoying chaos. I was enjoying something that wasn't in my 5-year plan. I decided I needed to slow down. I needed to pace myself. I needed to enjoy the puzzle instead of rushing to the solution. Maya would be so proud.
Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Don't miss the hunt. Up next, Episode 4. A Journey of 1,000 Stairs.